So you really want to know who you are, you're never going to know until you have a good woman.
Action legend Sylvester Stallone had a romance that captured the heart of the public. But after 25 years in one of Hollywood's longest-lasting marriages, Sylvester Stallone and his wife, Jennifer Flavin, are getting a divorce. While fans are shocked and super confused because the couple seem to be going strong, we have dug deep into the hidden signs and cryptic captions to uncover the true reason for the split and the recently filed allegations against the Rambo star. And the facts are definitely going to surprise you. Today, we're going to take a look at the shady truth why Sylvester Stallone's wife really left him. Before trouble visited paradise. When Sylvester Stallone first met Jennifer in 1988, he was 40 and she was 19, but age was not a thing that could come between their whirlwind romance. Making their red carpet debut in 1990, the couple was the adoration of the media and the paparazzi, as they were a stunning sensation to look at, and they seemed to have such an intense connection. However, that connection was tested when they broke up about 6 years after they started dating. In 1994, Sylvester Stallone broke up with Jennifer Flavin without any fighting, screaming, or prior disagreement, and Jennifer was left grasping at the short straws, because the saddest part was that he broke up with her via a FedEx-delivered letter. As Jennifer told People magazine in May 1994, "He sent me a 6-page handwritten letter, in pen. It was pretty sloppy." Continuing, she said, "I was disappointed. You can't just write somebody off in a letter after 6 years. It's not like I was going to try to beg him to come back to me or anything. I just wanted to talk." But she didn't have to do the begging at all. He did. Shortly after their breakup, it was discovered that Sylvester had impregnated Janice Dickinson after a brief affair he had with the supermodel, and he had apparently broken up with Jennifer to figure out the next steps. "It hit me like a ton of bricks," she told People. "I had no idea this was going to happen. We talked about us having children, about when I was going to get pregnant. We were already picking names, marking down names that he liked and I liked. Unfortunately, he was having a baby with another woman, and according to Jennifer, it felt like every woman's worst nightmare. But the nightmare was over pretty soon. Their love was too strong to be held apart," and Syl continued, via a paternity test, that he wasn't the father of Janice's child. He found his way back to Jennifer, and their love story seemed to pick up right where it left off. By 1996, the couple seemed to get back on track for the plans they made together, as they welcomed their first child together. Over the next couple of years, they would have 3 daughters together and grace hundreds of events with their presence, and beautiful aura of a couple that has grown together and understood each other. In fact, shortly before their divorce was announced, Sylvester and Jennifer were on their daughter's podcast, Unwaxed, with Sophia and Sistine Stallone, and they talked about their relationship and marriage in the most amazing way. According to Jennifer, their relationship was mutually balanced, because while Syl could be expressive with emotions, she showed her affection with actions. She said, "I keep him extremely organized, so I do everything. I do everything from the minute we wake up. From getting him coffee to bringing it to him in bed, bringing him cookies in bed every morning, then going downstairs." Talking about their routine, she continued, "I go through your schedule, and then you tell a few jokes. I laugh. That's what keeps us going. 'Cause I laugh and I laugh and I laugh. Because he's so damn funny. Syl is the funniest man I've ever met, and I'm telling you, I've sat with a lot of funny comedians. He cracks me up." But it eventually got to the point where Syl's jokes weren't funny anymore. Although Sylvester Stallone said on the Unwaxed podcast that, "If she was out of my life, it would be mass suicide," which infers that I have multiple personalities. It seems that a mass burial for his personalities would soon be in order, because Jennifer filed for a divorce, and to say he was surprised would be an understatement. She filed for divorce in August while he was away filming in Oklahoma, so it came as a shock to him. But he wasn't the only one who felt blindsided by the divorce filing. Fans were quick to share their thoughts on news of the divorce, and as one empathetic fan commented, "This is so very sad. What a beautiful family they had formed. Once that trust is broken, if they don't fight quickly to get it back on track, they lose it all the way around. I'm truly sorry this has happened. I think people were cheering them on into their old age. It truly is heartbreaking to think that Sylvester and Jennifer's 25-year marriage couldn't weather the rough winds. But what's truly intriguing is the storm that rocked Rocky's marriage. After news of Jennifer's August filing for divorce started making the rounds, there were rumors and theories springing up from all corners to provide a tabloid-worthy basis for the divorce. Apparently, according to the divorce documents obtained by TMZ, she was filing for dissolution of marriage and other relief, but the actual reasons weren't stated. And when Jennifer spoke to People magazine about it, she only had this to say: "I'm sad to announce that after 25 years of marriage, I have filed for divorce from my husband, Sylvester Stallone. While we will no longer be married, I will always cherish the more than 30-year relationship that we shared, and I know we are both committed to our beautiful daughters. I ask for privacy for our family as we amicably move forward. But when you're in the public eye, nothing is ever really private, and it wasn't so long after this statement that it was revealed that a dog may have been more involved in their divorce than anyone could have imagined." As people tried to make sense of the ending marriage between Sylvester Stallone and Jennifer Flavin, unverified news also began to spread, and one of the most gripping headlines was the fact that a dog had allegedly caused their separation. TMZ reported that sources directly connected to the couple said he wanted to get a Rottweiler for protection for their family, but Jennifer did not want another dog, and they each fiercely stuck to their positions. The post continues, mentioning that they had an extremely heated argument that brought up other issues, although we're told none of those issues appeared to be marriage enders. However, what may have truly annoyed Jennifer was the fact that Sylvester went ahead to get the dog, which he named Dwight, and promptly posted all over social media. Now, we can all agree that disagreeing over a pet is not enough to bring an end to a 25-year-old marriage, but it can certainly be the undoing if there were a lot of issues brewing. And that seems to be the case between Jennifer and Syl. Although Syl has addressed the rumor of the dog that started it all by releasing a statement to TMZ, which read, "We did not end the relationship on such a trivial argument. We just went in different directions. I have the highest respect for Jennifer. I will always love her. She's an amazing woman. She's the nicest human being I have ever met." But that doesn't do much to satisfy the public curiosity, because it only shows that there was a trivial argument and it may have tipped things over. Especially when Jennifer was replaced by a dog. Well, not quite literally. One of the most iconic tattoos that Sylvester Stallone had, which was a swoon factor in his marriage to Jennifer, was the beautiful picture of her face that he had tattooed on his arm. He wore the tattoo proudly for 14 years, but suddenly, shortly after Jennifer filed for divorce, he got it covered. And not with anything random, a dog. Or more specifically, Butkus, the bull mastiff that was his co-star in the Rocky movies. Gone was the picture of his partner for almost 30 years, and in its place was a drawing of his beloved late dog. And while the media was quick to raise questions about the odd timing of the tattoo replacement, Syl once again beat us to it by explaining to TMZ that he had the Jennifer tattoo for 14 years and wanted to freshen it up, but it got messed up, and the dog was just a fix with no ill intention. He added that he still has a big tattoo of Jennifer on his back, but the public was not convinced by his defense. As one fan wonders, there's more to it than just a dog. It's sad to see this because they really didn't have any issues that were in the media spotlight over the years. Also, we don't know what really happened behind the scenes in their own home. I hope they can work it out together. But while there may not be a chance for them to work things out, we can still find the root of the problem. After all, the first line of action for most people, not just celebrities who are going through a breakup, is getting rid of the things that remind them of their ex. And that tattoo replacement was one more thing to add to the pile of growing reasons why we're convinced there's more to the divorce than Jennifer and Syl are letting on. The biggest issue in the Stallone-Flavin divorce so far is the claims that Jennifer is making, which suggests that Syl has been hiding some of their assets in a bid to reduce the financial settlement she'll be entitled to. As the divorce documents read, upon information and belief, the husband has engaged in the intentional dissipation and/or waste of marital asset which has had an adverse economic impact on the marital estate, pursuant to Section 61.075, Florida Statutes. Equity dictates that the wife be compensated and made whole by receiving an unequal distribution of the marital assets in her favor. Moreover, the husband should be enjoined from selling, transferring, assigning, encumbering, or dissipating any assets during the pendency of proceedings. However, Sylvester's legal representation has denied these accusations and claims that he's hoarding or hiding any assets or financial benefits. But without any clear reason for the divorce, aside cheating rumors from decades ago, fans are left wondering if there's more to be uncovered from the divorce between Sylvester and Jennifer. While Syl and Jennifer are still going through the processes and proceedings of finalizing their divorce, fans are left wondering if the separation would affect the schedule for the Stallones' newly announced reality TV series, which has about 9 episodes currently filmed. As US Weekly reported, despite Sylvester Stallone and Jennifer Flavin's ongoing divorce, the pair and their 3 daughters are teaming up for a reality TV project. And like this Twitter user, we can only wonder if the timing of the divorce is a mere coincidence or a shady attempt at gaining ratings for their show. Amidst cheating accusations, rumors of a dog coming between the couple, and the accusations that Sylvester's hoarding their joint assets, there's a whole lot more to the Stallone-Flavin divorce than we seem to realize. Do you think Sylvester's explanation of the covered-up tattoo is true, or is he simply covering up his real reasons? Why do you think Jennifer is insisting on getting a significant portion of financial benefits from the divorce? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this story, feel free to like this video and subscribe to The Chronicle for more inside stories on your favorite celebrities.